Turn it on. What's on?
Greens. Good evening. My name is Chrissy Henry, and I am a co-advisor of the National Honor Society along with Kim Pine. As the newest advisor, I drew the short straw and was elected the one to speak tonight. All jokes aside, we want to welcome all of the parents, grandparents, siblings, and any other family and friends that have had an impact on these students sitting in front of us tonight. Without your encouragement, guidance, and support, these students would not be the remarkable people they are today. We would also like to recognize the members and advisors of the National Junior Honor Society who are in attendance tonight. This is always a special night recognizing the achievements of an incredible group of students. Tonight we are thrilled to be inducting 27 students into our chapter. Along with the 16 returning members that are sitting up here on stage, we are looking forward to a phenomenal year showcasing their dedication to the 4 pillars. This induction marks the beginning of a new chapter in the lives of these students, a chapter where they will continue to excel academically, lead with integrity, serve their community, and uphold the highest standards of character. Congratulations to each inductee on your outstanding achievements. We would now like to invite Emily to the podium.
Good evening, and welcome to the Millbury High School's National Honor Society induction ceremony. My name is Emily Mello, and I am the current president of this year's National Honor Society. First and foremost, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for joining us as we celebrate the well-rounded individuals that have put in time and effort to be sitting before us. Our soon-to-be National Honor Society members have already gone to great lengths to improve not only their school, but the community we live in. At this time, I am pleased to invite Mr. Lowe to speak, light the candle of life, and place the symbol in the emblem.
Good evening. I am deeply honored to join others this evening in welcoming and offering congratulations to the 27 new inductees, the 16 current members, and the 20 National Junior Honor Society members, the families of all NHS members here this evening. Tonight is a night that we honor the inductees for their high academic achievement, their leadership, the strength of their character, and their dedicated involvement in our school and the larger community of Millbury. While refining my remarks for this evening, I recently had a conversation with a colleague, and I was struck by a question that we exchanged. What makes a successful, well-rounded student? Tonight, assembled in the auditorium here are what many would describe as our most successful, motivated, involved, and well-rounded students. Those individuals would undoubtedly be correct in their assumptions. If we take that rationale a step further, what attributes have led these students to this moment? And what, if any, is the responsibility of these individuals moving forward? When I look at the students seated with us here this evening, I see students who have recognized the importance of being involved in something larger than themselves, their community at large. I see students who, along their educational journeys, have instilled in themselves value systems that are well-defined and that place education and learning as a priority. I see students who have made a conscious decision, both within our classrooms and throughout co-curricular activities, to take full advantage of the high school experience and the opportunities provided to them. I see high-achieving students who possess a gift of learning and who represent the promise for our tomorrow. I see the futures of these students as they assume influential positions that will undoubtedly bring both financial rewards, but more importantly, will provide them with the intrinsic satisfaction of knowing that their work has helped others and will contribute to the growth of our society as a whole. I see individuals who understand that with the gift of success comes a responsibility to maximize that talent to its fullest potential each and every day. And finally, I see just beyond our students Our inductees, a group of extremely proud parents, guardians, and family members who over time have committed so much in so many ways for their children. The payback of those efforts is the pride you feel as parents when your children are happy, productive, and successful. Words cannot express just how proud we are as a school of the NHS inductees and how fortunate we feel to be part of their success over their time at our school. Their achievement is a matter of record and a direct reflection of the efforts of its current members, their advisors, Mrs. Pine and Mrs. Henry, the staff at MHS, and the community at whole. I'd like to close with a final thought that I think is especially appropriate for all the members of the NHS. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "You must be the change you want to see in the world." You have shown that you all possess great gifts and immeasurable amounts of potential. You owe it to yourselves to make the most of those talents in whatever path you choose once you leave the halls of MHS. On behalf of the Millbury Public Schools, I convey my best wishes to the inductees and their families this evening. Thank you again, and congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Mr. Lowe. Today we have an astonishingly accomplished group of juniors and seniors who are some of the brightest students in Millbury. All of these students have worked tremendously hard for this occasion by maintaining their academic grades, demonstrating leadership, and giving back to the community throughout their high school career. The inductees have so much to be proud of because many of them voluntarily spend their time actively participating in sports, school clubs, and in part-time jobs, while still maintaining the ability to go above and beyond in all aspects of their lives. Tonight we honor them not only for this, but for the core values that uphold this highly regarded society: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. The honor itself is not only placed on being a member of the society, but the decisions and choices of their lives that have led them to this very moment. To the inductees here tonight, all the efforts and sacrifices that you made, that you thought had gone unnoticed, have officially paid off. This is the exact reason you are all here before us, to be celebrated and acknowledged for these actions. Taking into consideration your outstanding achievements, a new challenge is now presented before you to continue this journey of hard work and dedication. You all have accomplished many remarkable things. However, this is your time to amplify your work and continue your journey, to reach beyond your limits, striving for higher goals. Let your devotion and aspirations lead the way. I and the other 15 members of the National Honor Society are wholeheartedly optimistic for all the creativity and new ideas that each and every one of you have to offer. I would now like to invite Peyton Perry, the current treasurer of the National Honor Society, to deliver a brief speech about the importance of scholarship as a value in our society, as Marcus Lopez lights the candle and places the scholarship emblem on the plaque.
An important skill that we must recognize in our inductees is their ability to balance out their academic excellence whilst maintaining the other three pillars. These goal-oriented students represent their diligence not just through their 90 average, but through the rigid work ethic that brought them there. The dedication that is put forth by these students highlights their commitment to all subjects and genuine interest in learning. Not only will this benefit them academically, but will also teach them the importance of new ideas and inventiveness in the real world. They will be properly prepared for hardships that come their way and handle problems with dignity and grace. Thank you, Marcus. I will now speak on the importance of leadership as Ashley Legore will light the candle representing leadership and be placing the symbol in the emblem. Deriving from the leadership trait comes innovation and influence, the power to inspire a body of people in your community, something so detrimental to the National Honor Society. Nobody needs a title to be a leader. Our members display natural leadership, not just in the roles they earned, but also in day-to-day life. Whether it's leading a group project or planning a study session, these students guide their peers to success. Their demonstration of being a leader and taking control of situations motivates those around them to do the same. Even if they don't realize they're making an impact, their actions help encourage others to take things into their own hands and to continue the positive influence that comes from natural leaders. With such a useful trait, our new members can lead community projects and services, inspiring others to follow in their footsteps. Thank you, Ashley. Emily will now address the importance of character as Isabella Ornopia lights the candle and places the emblem.
A good character is one of the most important qualities a person can obtain. Character is a quality that a person can't just learn overnight, but one that builds up over time. To have great character means to do the right thing, not because of reward or to avoid a consequence, but because you truly believe in your heart that it is the right thing to do. Having respect for all people you come across, showing kindness in your everyday life, and being confident in all you do are traits that all our members exemplify. But mostly is being humble in the words you speak. That is the meaning of character. Your actions and words you choose determine your reputation and the way that people see you as a person. As life goes on, most won't remember every aspect of your life, but everyone will remember your character, which earns you respect from your fellow peers, teachers, parents, and even employers. A good character makes you a reliable, trustworthy person, and that is why character is such an important value in this society. Thank you, Isabella. At this time, Ariana DeMoss, the current Secretary of the National Honor Society, will deliver a brief speech on service, while Devin Capurso lights the candle and places the symbol in the emblem.
Service is the action of helping others and plays a very important role within the National Honor Society. It is mandatory for members to do at least 15 service hours every semester with a minimum of 30 hours per year. We are able to enhance not just our school but also the community we live in and the lives of people around us by helping others. Every member consistently demonstrates exponential effort to help whenever it is possible by using their personal interests and hobbies. In addition to representing the National Honor Society, we as a club and as individuals also represent the Millbury community. We provide help for anyone who needs it, which demonstrates the significance of one of the National Honor Society's numerous goals. Now I invite Emily back up to the podium.
Thank you, Ariana and Devin. It is now the moment you have all been patiently waiting for, the induction of our new members. Ariana, Peyton, and I will call the name of the current member who will then induct each new member. As the new members receive their membership and pin certificates, a highlight of their accomplishments and achievements will be read. Courtney Wilbur will be inducting Fidelia Asongwin. Fidelia is a student who has been a member of the AFROTC, a varsity athlete, and is dedicated to her education, service, and improving lives. Devin Capurso will be inducting Matthew Black. Matthew is a goal-oriented and hard-working, dedicated student at Millbury High School who takes pride in his service and leadership. He gives back to the community through volunteer work at food shelters and is an avid member of the Environmental Council. Jay Gothier will be inducting Avery Bashara. Avery is a hard-working student and a member of the school's marching, concert, and jazz bands. She is also currently the president of the Creative Writing Club. She gives back to her community, mainly through Girl Scouts and making blankets for kids in foster care. Maya Bravo will be inducting Giselle Campos. Giselle is a hardworking and devoted varsity student athlete for the Millbury volleyball team, who dedicates her time to volunteering and many extracurricular activities, which includes Best Buddies, Peer Ed, and CSL. She also strongly demonstrates leadership by being one of the Student Council Executive Board members. Marley Shaw will be inducting Anna Canny. Anna is a driven student athlete for the varsity volleyball team and a highly involved member of the music program, Student Council, and Best Buddies. Outside of school, she enjoys babysitting for kids in the community and jumping at any opportunity to give back to the town of Millbury. Courtney Wilbur will now be inducting Chelsea Cape. Chelsea is a dedicated student athlete for the Millbury volleyball team. When she is not in school or on the court, she spends her time planning for UNICEF and helping the community with her church and through babysitting. Peyton Perry will be inducting Alyssa Fedorsky. Alyssa is a varsity student athlete for the volleyball team who is passionate about being involved with her school. She takes pride in being a part of the Student Council, Best Buddies, Peer Ed, and CSL. Angelina Nguyen will be inducting Grace Fernandez. Grace is a dedicated student and a clarinet player. She takes an active role as a vital member of her Girl Scouts troop, the clarinet section leader in the Millbury Marching Band, and as a member of the stage crew. Ronit Dollywall will be inducting Taylor Chanel Fizak. Taylor Chanel is a hard-working student and a ballet dancer. She is the secretary of the Environmental Council and an active member of Millbury Connections. She also assists with children's role rehearsals for the Nutcracker at her dance studio.
Peyton Perry will be inducting Graydon Frankel. Graydon is a varsity student athlete and a captain for Millbury Volleyballs, as well as an extremely active member in our community. She holds leadership positions in Student Council, Best Buddies, Peer Ed, and UNICEF, and spends her free time volunteering for her church. Jake Gauthier will be inducting Mindy Gianetti. Mindy is an active, involved student through her leadership positions of trumpet section leader and uniform manager in the Millbury Marching Band, as well as stage manager in the drama club. She enjoys giving back to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society through the Student Visionaries of the Year program. Sarah Belanger will be inducting Danielle Gilbert. Danielle is a varsity student athlete on the Millbury soccer and softball team and is an active member of the Student Council and Peer Ed. She gives back to her community through sharing her education with younger students at her church. Ashley Legore will be inducting Livia Galerme. Livia is a positive and devoted student leader who passionately works throughout Student Council, CSL, and Peer Ed. She takes pride in volunteering and leading the way for her peers at school, church, and gymnastics, always lending a helping hand. Tanner Swanson will be inducting Grace Healy O'Neill. Grace plays baritone in the Millbury Marching Band and is a valued member of the drama club stage crew. They enjoy giving back to their community through art by helping younger kids learn their instruments or by painting murals for the town, library, or school. Emily Mello will be inducting Vivian Ho. Vivian is a varsity student athlete who is devoted and passionately involved in school and her church. She values commitment and is actively involved in a various of clubs. including USEF and World Culture Club, of which she holds officer positions for. Isabella Ornopia will be inducting Ava Jendrzyk. Ava Jendrzyk is passionately involved through her work as a class president, co-founder of Millbury UNICEF, and school photographer. Ava works closely with school clubs, her church, and the English learning program to advocate for education and give back to her community. Maya Bravo will be inducting Allison Kimball. Allison is an involved student and an active member of Student Council, Peer Ed, CSL, and works in several other clubs throughout the school. Allison puts her best effort forward to achieve good grades, be an honorable student, and loyal member to the community. Ashley Lagore will be inducting Courtney Lee. Courtney is a dedicated student who works to be an active member of her community through her volunteer work and participation in the multiple extracurriculars such as Student Council, World Culture Club, Best Buddies. She enjoys working with younger children and members of her community.
Rhonda Dollywall will be inducting Eamon Marcus Esif. Eamon is a passionate student engaged in a range of extracurriculars, being a dedicated member of the Student Council, the Millbury Marching Band, and the World Culture Club. His diverse involvement reflects a passion for learning, showcasing not only his commitment to personal growth, but also his desire to support others. Devin Caperso will be inducting Trey Narrow. Trey is a varsity student athlete for Millbury Soccer and is passionate about being an active member in his community and helping others out. He is a proud member of the Business Club and Student Council. Ariana DeMoss will be inducting Adrian Nguyen. Adrian is a driven varsity student athlete for the Millbury cheerleading team. She epitomizes dedication and drive within her community. She has an unwavering commitment to volunteering and helping others at the animal shelter, school, and within the community, always putting her best foot forward. Isabella Ornopia will be inducting Caitlin Quinn. Caitlin is a devoted and conscientious student and an active member in the school community through school-based clubs such as Environmental Council, Community Service Learning, and UNICEF. She has also been a Girl Scout since she was in kindergarten, which has allowed her countless community service opportunities such as Community Harvest Project and organizing holiday meal baskets. Marley Shaw will be inducting Jillian Roach. Jillian is a dedicated varsity student athlete for Millbury's softball team and volleyball team. When she is not on the field, she is an active member of the Community Service Learning Club and Environmental Council, along with several other clubs throughout the school. Jillian works closely with her community, raising money for cancer research and community cleanups. Christian Dupree will be inducting William Shaw. William is a friendly, dedicated, and hardworking student. He is a member of the drumline for the Millbury Marching Band, as well as the band's equipment manager. He is also a member of the school's drama club. Out of school, he is a black belt in karate, where he helps teach younger students. Marcus Lopez will be inducting Christopher Soares. Christopher is a dedicated student who is the team manager for the boys' varsity soccer team and also a member of Business Club and Student Council. Christopher is a determined individual who always helps others and does his best in and out of school. Emily Mello will be inducting Olivia Tucker. Olivia is a varsity student athlete on the Millbury volleyball team who loves being an active member in her community and working with other people. She's a part of multiple extracurriculars such as Peer Ed, Student Council, Best Buddies, and UNICEF. Tanner Swanson will be be inducting Nicholas Wiscavage. Nick is a goal-driven, hard-working student. He's a member of the Best Buddies and Student Council. He also is in the works of founding his own club. He enjoys giving back to his community as a part of the Mustard Seafood Drive team.
This concludes our induction process. Congrats to the new members. Now I invite all NHS members to please stand as we recite the National Honor Society Pledge. In accepting membership in the Millbury chapter of the National Honor Society, we recognize the responsibilities that accompany the honor. We are determined to transform the goals of the society into a meaningful actuality throughout our daily We are now determined to make a firm commitment to the qualities of integrity, personal excellence, and loyalty in our lives. Through a willing acceptance of responsibility and a constant dedication to the purpose of making the society ideals a living reality, we pledge to maintain throughout our lives the goals of character, scholarship, leadership, and service. You may now be seated. Our senior members would now like to honor a teacher who has helped them thrive and who has made a difference in this student's life. The teachers we have during our time here at Millbury have impacted all of our lives, whether they know it or not. This is a tradition that began in 2009 and ever since has been a part of our induction ceremony. Each senior will be called upon to come to the podium and formally recognize the teacher who has had the greatest influence on their success. After each student delivers their statement about a particular teacher, we'll ask that that teacher please comes up to accept a token of our appreciation.
I am extremely fortunate to be able to share my high regard for Ms. Desatel here tonight. Ms. Desatel has been my guidance counselor since 10th grade, but she's more than just my guidance counselor. She is the most genuine, respectful, and caring teacher and goes above and beyond to help me achieve my goals. She is there whenever I need someone to talk to or even share something I'm excited about. I couldn't say nicer things about Mrs. Desatel, and I greatly appreciate everything she does for me and others. Thank you.
I have had the honor of being blessed by Mrs. Pine's presence. When I first found out she would be my teacher during junior year, I was a little scared, but I could not be more thankful to have her as my math teacher for the past 2 years. She always pushes her students to reach their full potential and will always be there when you need help solving a problem. She has had a huge impact on how I view school and life and lets me know that everything will work out. She is the definition of tough love and always wants the best for you, which has helped me become the person I am today.
I have the privilege tonight of honoring one of my own teachers, Mrs. Pine. Not only has she been a huge help in the classroom, but outside of the classroom as well. She's always willing to share a laugh or make you smile if you're feeling down. She creates a connection with all of her students and has taught us all with her eager passion for teaching. Mrs. Pine has taken the time to go above and beyond with her classes and creating learning experiences fun and exciting in the classroom. She cares about not only her students' education, but their well-being. She's an excellent teacher, mentor, and friend. I'm so lucky to have her as one of my teachers for not only 1, but 2 years now. And I'm honored to be speaking about her tonight and show my appreciation for her. Thank you, Mrs. Pine.
When asked what teacher would I honor tonight, my mind came up to one teacher alone, Miss Moore. Not only is she a good cooking teacher, but she has taught me above and beyond what's in the classroom. Being involved in her classes, student council, and being her intern allows me to make a much more stronger personal connection with her than others. She has helped me a lot through both academically, but on a much more personal note. She has taken me places I never thought I could reach in life, and has changed me into a person completely that I am today. Thank you, Ms. Moore.
Glad I get to honor this teacher. I have had Ms. Moran for 3 out of my 4 years of my high school years. She is the one I go to when I have a problem, and I can trust her to give me good advice about anything. I got to intern for her this year, and it's the class I look forward to going to every day. I am very glad I've had her for most of my high school experience because it would not be the same without her. Thank you, Ms. Moran.
Today it is my honor to share this stage and give a short speech about one of the most important teachers in my life. This person has consistently been there for me and countless other students. For the past 5 years, he's been nothing but an incredible person and has put up with all my nonsense. I still remember when I was in 8th grade, you taught me how to tie my shoes and how to floss. I would like to formally apologize for all the programs I had thrown out because I cannot fold evenly. Thank you to Mr. Dooley.
I'm glad to honor Mr. Dooley, not only for all of his support in and outside of school, but also for the experiences I've had because he's my teacher. Even during the most constricted parts of the pandemic, Mr. Dooley did so much to give us a productive school year where we could still learn and have fun with music. No matter what is going on, I know I have someone I can go to for support, who always has my best interest in mind and encourages me to do my best. I wouldn't be nearly as successful as I'm able to be now without his guidance, and I'm a better person from having known him. Mr. Dooley, thank you so much for what you've done for me and the students here at NHS.
Tonight I have the honor of honoring Mr. Bastian. Although our time was short-lived together, I've learned so many things from you and your teachings during AP Environmental Science my sophomore year. Thank you so much for aiding me in one of my final Eagle Scout required merit badges. And one more thing, you've helped me figure out my passion and my dream of becoming a marine biologist, and I'm happy to inform you that I'm going to Maine Maritime Academy for Marine Biology and Small Vessel Operations next fall. Thank you so much, Mr. Bastian.
honor a teacher who has continued to have an immense impact on me throughout my 4 years in high school. While the strongly needed help and knowledge she provided me in math class was greatly appreciated, nothing compares to the help and knowledge she provides outside the classroom as well. Between the quick stop in the halls or the hours of advice, I know Mrs. Henry will always be there for me, and I couldn't thank her enough. I'm not only speaking for myself, but many others when I say she truly makes the school a better place, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to acknowledge her today. Thank you.
I think it was great to have Mr. Baldini as a teacher during my time here at MHS. He's just one of those teachers you can go back and talk to, even if you don't even have this class anymore. He was a great teacher, and he taught me a lot in the classes that I've had with him. One thing that was amazing was our love for the sport of soccer. I haven't met many teachers here who shared that, so it was great to have a 7th grade me to be able to talk to a teacher at school about all things soccer, which made me enjoy his classes even more. I thought it was even more special that he returned to the Millbury soccer program in my last year and have him as one of the coaches of the team. It was great to have Mr. Baldini as a teacher during middle school and high school. Thank you.
Last year, around this time, I remember sitting in the same seats our new members are sitting in right now, and watching the seniors at that time honor a teacher. In that exact moment, I knew who I would pick when it was my turn to do the same, Miss DiMaria. Although it has been 2 years since I have taken a class with her, she can still bring a smile to my face by just simply saying, "Hey, Em," as we walk past each other in the halls. Her class brought me so much joy because her passion for the science field would carry over into every lesson and every lab she would do with us. I share the same love for science, and Miss DiMaria amplified this love, making me hope to be as driven and devoted by a passion as she is. Because she is an extraordinary teacher and has a remarkable personality, that is why overall I see her as a role model, and I aspire to be half the person she is today. Thank you for everything, Miss DiMaria.
Tonight, I have the privilege to recognize a faculty member who has exponentially made a difference at my time at Millbury Junior Senior High School. When asked this question, I didn't hesitate to think of Miss Bennett. Hanging out after school and laying on her beanbag or catching up or stapling packets to her while chatting about her Zumba classes was the highlight of my year. I can always talk to her and she will always brighten my day. Miss Bennett takes the time to go above and beyond to make her students comfortable. I'm so lucky to have studied under her. She's a joy to be around, whether it's the posters on her walls or the little time she takes to make the paper flowers that she hangs on her doors. The little things she does always makes me smile. She puts 100% effort into everything she accomplishes. She's intelligent, witty, and enthusiastic. I want to thank her for supporting me. She didn't know it, but being around her made me feel better. Thank you so much, Miss Bennett.
It is my utmost honor to be recognizing my teacher tonight as charismatic, ambitious, and a witty person, someone who seems to know everything about everything. Not only were his classes engaging and informative, but also amplified my love for history. He's always brightened my day, whether it's a quick wave or a conversation about absolutely anything. And honestly, I think he's the quickest teacher I've ever connected with. So thank you, Mr. Koja, for bringing light into my gloomy days and providing me with some of the most memorable lectures I've ever heard.
On my first day of kindergarten, I met the teacher that would change my life. I have known Mrs. B for over a decade now, and I have loved every moment I spent with her in the Elmwood Street School Library. Mrs. B is caring, strong, and one of the most funniest people I know. Her personality is contagious, and I look forward to seeing her every day. From the dance parties on Friday mornings with the first graders to the Halloween parade dressed as the evil queen, Mrs. B has always put so much time and effort into her job. My favorite quote that she said a few weeks ago, dressed as the evil queen, "Marley, don't let anyone ever tell you it's not fun to be queen." She is such an icon for so many people in Millbury, and it's because of her hard work and resilience that the Millbury community loves her so much. I'm so honored that I get to honor Mrs. B. Thank you so much.
Even though I haven't had Mr. Lyon for 2 years now, I still remember exactly what he's like. Almost as if I had just talked to him in the hall last Wednesday. His dry sense of humor made class more than just a history class. It became something so much better. Even though the class I took with him was an AP class, I was looking forward to it every day just to listen to him. The way he makes fun of everyone in the class equally really made me feel close with him, like I was really a part of what was happening. Not to mention that we're uncannily alike. We both played trombone, sing bass, we had long hair in high school, and we just act similar. And it definitely helped me get a lot closer with him, though. It strengthened my connection with him. He's literally me in 30 years. Of course, it's important to learn things in class too, I guess, but he did an amazing job with that as well. His good teaching combined with just the way he is made him one of the best teachers I've ever had. Thank you, Mr. Lyon, for just being I got a couple presents for you too. You never get my art.
Excellent king, look at him.
I tried making who I'm talking about a secret, but me being the last person kind of gives it away. So when I think of the word compassionate, the teacher I chose is one of the first to come to mind. Picking a teacher to honor can be hard, and yet nothing about this decision was difficult. Oftentimes, people don't check in on how you're doing when it doesn't seem like anything is wrong. Mr. Settle does. I will see him and say maybe one word, and he already knows that something's up. Even if I'm not outwardly showing it, he supports every decision that I make as long as it truly makes me happy, and it's nice to know that someone has your back. It's nice to know that he's there. Whether it's listening to me rant about the smallest of things or coming to see my shows, I know he comes because his daughter's in them, but he still makes sure to let me know that I've done a good job. He always cares. Mr. Settle, thank you so much for all of your support these past 4 years. You're amazing at what you do, and keep on smiling.
I will now invite Ari up to talk about our faculty council.
We would like to acknowledge Mr. Cunha tonight for leading this group last year as our club advisor. We would also like to formally recognize and thank our wonderful National Honor Society Faculty Council. These teachers had dedicated their time and energy out of their busy schedules to go through many application and conduct interviews to establish the inductee group who sits before us. Thank you to Ms. Cronin, Ms. Morin, Mrs. Henry, Mrs. Pine, Mr. Cunha, Mr. Bastian, Mrs. Corey, and Mr. Plano, and a special thank you to the National Junior Honor Society students that are here tonight because they are the future of this club. I now will hand it back to Emily so she can make her closing statement.
Thank you, Ariana. With that, our induction ceremony is complete. We gained many valuable members tonight, and I know that each of you will bring something new and exciting to our club. Each student before us is unique, but it is important to remember that our differences will bring us together and aid us to better our community. You are all worthy of this achievement and deserve every moment of it. With that being said, enjoy it, but remember to continue demonstrating the core values of this society: scholarship, leadership, service, and character, so that others may one day follow in your footsteps. At this time, I would like to invite everyone to join us and the new members for some refreshments in the media center. Thank you.